Weight loss surgery is often poorly understood. There's a lot of misconception amongst the public in terms of what's involved with people that are heavy. So we used to think that obesity was really the source of a lot of these inflammatory conditions like higher rate of cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Things have really changed in the way we think about things, and many of us, myself included, now think of the analogy of a wagon wheel, okay, with the center cause, which used to be thought of as obesity, radiating out with spokes, and all of these peripheral medical conditions are on the periphery here like this. So, for example, we thought that obesity caused diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Now, we're beginning to realize that the real problem is a chronic inflammatory state that has to do with a deranged metabolism. And that condition is what really causes the diabetes, the high cholesterol, the high blood pressure, and in fact, the obesity. So obesity is really an end effect rather than the central cause of these problems. And importantly, the operations that we do here at Huntington affect that central metabolic derangement, and we call them metabolic operations rather than just purely weight loss operations. So in the past, many operations were designed to be weight loss operations alone. They were designed, again, to restrict calories, to make the stomach smaller, like stomach stapling or like, for example, lap bands. And those operations, it turned out, did not address the metabolic problems. And so they work short term and then they fail long term. And we've seen many of these operations come and go. Some of them have given a bad name to surgery for weight loss. So here at Huntington, we offer three main types currently of weight loss or bariatric surgeries. The most common is what's called the sleeve gastrectomy. We also do gastric bypass surgeries, and we do a surgery that is called a duodenal switch.
The support group here is you have different individuals who have different types of procedures. They had them at different time frames. And so you get a pretty good overall idea of what someone goes through, what type of procedure they had, and some of the pros and cons that go with it. When I chose my procedure, I already knew what to expect. Immediately after surgery, and plus moving on in the consecutive weeks that would follow, I had a pretty good foundation of what to expect. And I think that really helped with my success as well.
So patients that come to me really feel like they've exhausted most of their options. They often are beginning to get some of these crippling metabolic problems. They are on multiple medications. They have blood pressure that's hard to control. They have to wear masked devices at night to keep breathing. This is for a condition called sleep apnea. They may have diabetes and things like this. So we do these surgeries that at first seem very radical and severe to treat weight loss and other conditions, only under strict circumstances. So what we find is that normal BMIs are from about 20 to 25. That's a normal range. When we get over that, when we get over 30, that's considered obese. A person would qualify for surgery when their BMI, their body mass index, is 40 or higher, okay, which correlates to about 100 pounds or so over their ideal body weight. If that person already has some of these inflammatory metabolic problems that I've been talking about that need treatment, like high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, and they're getting treatment for that, that number of BMI is lowered to 35 to still qualify for surgery.
You know, in reality for me, I really had no idea how big I was. You know, that whole self-image thing, I had no idea. I've always been pretty active. Exercising was never a problem for me. I used to do it all the time. I just never lost any weight. And I tried it all. You know, running, lifting, crossfitting, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get under 310 pounds. But I was pretty active, and I thought I could move around. And I never realized how many problems I had. And issues that I was living with being that big. Once I had the surgery and began to lose the weight, a lot of different things changed for me. Physically, it wasn't just weight loss. It was certain things that were going on with swelling, with issues of pain, even skin conditions. All of it changed once I had the procedure. And a lot of that had to do with not understanding my health and what my body was trying to do. When I started the process, I topped out at 407 pounds. And where I sit now today, this morning, I'm at 237.